Identical to the Zenfone 5, the same gorgeous finish of glass and aluminum that feel very nice in the hand. The device is powered by the new Qualcomm Snapdragon 845, the Adreno 630 GPU, along with options that range from 4, 6, or 8 GB of RAM, and 64, 128, or 256 gigs of storage respectively, along with a 3300 mAh battery. Asus claims improvements in performance of 25% in the CPU and 30% in the GPU. Now, the major theme of this phone is really its photography, and the inclusion of Qualcomm's latest chipset allows for much of the major selling points of the Zenfone 5C, and it really starts with the camera combo. We have a primary 12-megapixel camera at f1.8 aperture, Sony's latest IMX636 sensor, 83 degrees of field of view, and both optical and electronic image stabilization. The secondary lens is an 8-megapixel sensor at f2.2 aperture and 120 degrees of field of view. Yes, thank you, Asus. We need more manufacturers supporting wide-angle photography. This combo allows this camera to do a ton of things. We're talking dual-pixel face detection autofocus, 5 times higher light sensitivity, and since we have a Snapdragon 845 on board, we have AI scene detection of up to 16 scenes and objectives, which means we have true auto mode here. All you have to do is point the camera at a cat, it'll notify you that it sees a cat, and dial exposure time, sharpness, and noise for it. Same goes for people, food, a sunset, etc. AI capabilities also mean the camera reportedly excels in night shots. Color, exposure, and sharpness are all tuned to the scene once the camera detects the night shot. You'd think the wide-angle camera means goodbye portrait mode, but it's here. Asus actually created a special metal frame around the lens to ensure alignment and make sure this is possible. The selfie camera is also of 8 megapixels at f2 aperture and 83 degrees of field of view and boasts some of these capabilities. Content consumption is also a big deal here. I'm actually impressed by the 6.2-inch Full HD panel, mainly due to its insane 90% screen-to-body ratio, and its way to adapt to color temperature automatically. We've also got dual speakers that are crazy loud. And the phone also supports some great wireless features like Bluetooth 5, Qualcomm's aptX HD, etc. Zen UI 5 powers the experience and provides added values over other UIs. First, there's very little bloat here, as opposed to previous variants. There's AI charging, which claims to double battery longevity by not leaving your phone charged at 100% all night. It detects when you usually wake up and charges the phone up to 80% and then the extra 20 before you're awake. There's clearly a lot of AI features in this device, but along with all this, it seems that more and more flagships are finally getting on board not only gigabit LTE, but with second generation gigabit LTE from the Snapdragon 845 and the X20 LTE modem. Overall, the Asus Zenfone 5Z is a very interesting blend of hardware and software, one that we can't wait to test and